A very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs, and today we are going to discuss the current affairs for the 31st of August 2024. So let's start our session and let's see that what we need to learn here and what we need to discuss here. So before we start, these are the things we are going to learn in today's session. I have some international news, some national news, banking and finance, defense, science and technology, sports, important days, appointments and resignation, and at last we will summarize about the awards and recognition and all of that. The image used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we have today is that India hands over the first payment to Sri Lanka for power projects. So basically, the first thing that India is particularly collaborating with Sri Lanka here, and this is the first type of payment for some power projects to be implemented or established in Sri Lanka. If we talk about the 29th of August 2024, Indian High Commissioner Santosh Jha handed over the first payment of hybrid power projects to the Sri Lankan island to Dr. Sulakshana Jayawardena and Ranjit Sepala in Colombo, Sri Lanka. So basically this particular project has been handed over, the particular payment has been handed over to the Sri Lankan particular person that is called Dr. Sulakshana Jayawardena, and he's from Colombo. And basically, if we talk about this particular payment is for the development of some hybrid power projects. The project funded by USD 11 million grant from the government of India aims to install hybrid renewable energy system on Delft, Nentivu and Anala Itivu island. So these are the three islands on which the renewable energy projects are going to be built. The Memorandum of Understanding for the project was signed in 2022, replacing Chinese venture from India's objections. The contract was signed with the U Solar Clean Energy Solution Power Private Limited in March 2024. The initial work has started with the project completion expected by early March 2025 and handed over by late April 2025. So remember all of these things, and now all these has been done and a particular payment has been given to the Sri Lanka. INS Tabar conducts maritime partnership exercise with the Spanish Navy ship Atalia. So INS Tabar, a frontline frigate. Frontline frigate means that it is a frigate, a kind of a vessel that is in the frontline warfare, that is helpful in frontline warfare, and it is acquired by Indian Navy. So it visited the Malaga, Spain. Spain is a country in the Iberian Peninsula of Europe, alongside Mediterranean Sea. The visit included a 2-day engagement and a maritime partnership exercise with the Spanish Navy ship Atalia. So which Spanish ship participated? Atalia. The exercise took place in the Mediterranean Sea. As I said, that Spain is a particular country that is situated besides the Mediterranean Sea, and in the same sea, this exercise took place. The event marks a significant milestone in growing maritime cooperation between the India and Spain. So remember, INS Tabar that has conducted a maritime partnership exercise with Spain recently. Union Minister Annapurna Devi launches the SHEBOX portal to enhance workplace safety for women. So after the tragic incident happened in Kolkata, now the Union Minister Annapurna Devi from the Ministry of Women and Child Development, she has launched a SHEBOX portal. This particular portal, this centralized platform is designed for registering and monitoring complaint of sexual harassment at the workplace. So if you have any kind of harassment has been done at any workplace, at your workplace, then in that case you can use this portal and you can particularly file your complaint. The portal serves as a centralized repository for information about internal committees and local committees. So this particular portal particularly will keep your complaint as an anonymous and will help in all the type of situations, covering both public and private sector. So not only for public, that is the government offices, but also for the private offices. Women can file complaint, track their status, and ensure time-bound processing by a complaint or by ICs through the portal. The initiative aligns with the India's broader version of Viksit Bharat, emphasizes women-led development. So Remember that the government of India, they have recently inaugurated this particular web portal, and it is inaugurated by the Ministry of Child Development uh, and Women, and that is by Mrs. Annapurna Devi, and she started the SHEBOX portal. DOHE selects 16 teachers from HEIs and Polytechnic for NET 2024. So recently, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, they have selected 16 teachers from higher education institutions and Polytechnic for the National Awards of Teachers NAT 2024. National Award Teachers are the awards which are given by the President of India every year to facilitate those teachers who are doing exceptional service in the field of education. The selected teachers will be facilitated by President Draupadi Murmu on National Teachers Day, September 5 at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. The awardee will receive silver medal and a certificate worth rupees 50,000. This recognition highlights the contribution of teachers in higher education and polytechnic institutions. So that's all about it. Remember, Department of Higher Education, who is the Minister of Education in India right now? Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. So Indian Air Force launches first comic book series celebrating its heroes. So I hope you remember that Sapno Ki Udan was also a magazine launched by the Department of Education or the Ministry of Education to influence people or to influence young generation towards space technology. Now another comic book series that is dedicated to Indian Air Force launched. So Air Chief Marshal VR Chaudhary has launched the first comic book in the series dedicated to Indian Air Force. This initiative aims to inspire, educate the youth about the rich history and heroic deeds of the IAF. So, particularly to influence students towards Indian Air Force, this particular book series has been launched. It contains a lot of famous stories and some famous particular heroes in the Indian Air Force, so that a particular can influence the particular students. The comic book series is a groundbreaking approach into the storytelling. It makes a significant step in IAF's effort to connect with the younger generation and foster a sense of pride, duty towards the nation. So, two magazines. One is the Sapno Ki Udaan, is related to the space technology, influence youth towards space, and another one is particularly first comic book series. The particular name, Find Your Calling, and on the other side, the Boira Boys. So these are the name of these books. So they have been launched to influence students towards Indian Air Force. Railtel awarded ISO 14001 to 2015 certification. So recently, Railtel Corporation, a Mini Ratna Central Public Sector Enterprise under the Railway of Ministry, has been awarded this certification for environmental management system. Railtel is a basic company or PSU that provides internet service in India. It was started around 2020 and now it has been given this certification for the management of environment while development of the nation. The certification covers Railtel administration management of the nationwide broadband telecom multimedia network, supporting growth to the national telecom infrastructure, internet and IT enabled services. As I said, Railtel has shown commitment to meeting regularity requirement and emphasizing environmental protection. It helps the organization achieve climate neutrality by reducing carbon footprints and mitigation greenhouse gas emissions. So it has all been done under this Railtel award certification. Bank of Baroda BOB card launched high-end credit card Eterna on RuPay network. So recently, BOB Card Limited, subsidiary of the Bank of Baroda, launched a new high-end credit card Eterna at the 5th Global FinTech Festival 2024 in Mumbai. So basically, Bank of Baroda, they have introduced this particular new credit card at the 5th Global FinTech Festival. Please remember where it was held. It was held in Mumbai. The Eterna credit card available on the RuPay platform from the annual fees of 2,499. The designed for affluent consumers, offering unparalleled value in dining, travel, retailing, and luxury segment. So all the people who are very affiliated to the luxury items, luxury traveling, food, and other important things like purchasing and shopping, they can particularly get this particular credit card in just rupees 2,499. The card features the lowest forex markup in its category, combines UPI convenience for international travel and daily purchases. The cardholder receives benefits like accelerated rewards on luxury shopping, welcome perk valued at rupees 15,000, and unlimited access to the domestic airport lounges and comprehensive personal accident insurance. So basically it is covering a lot, including a 15,000 bonus that would be given at the starting of the credit card, and apart from it, unlimited access to the all the domestic airport lounges. So sometimes it will happen that we go to a particular airport and we cannot access the lounge, but in this case, if you have this card, you can access any lounge you want. Another one, ISF SFB launched Inori Platinum card with exclusive benefits. So ISF is Small Finance Bank launched Inori Platinum credit card with some benefits and privileges. Developed in the partnership with NPCI, the card is designed to provide elevated banking experience to sophisticated customer requirement. Okay, so another credit card is being launched by SFB Small Finance Bank. The card offers rewards like exciting cashback on monthly transactions, comprehensive insurance coverage to rupees 2 lakh, access to exclusively merchants offers. It also provides personalized service such as assistance with the travel, dining and lifestyle needs. India's first life becomes first Indian life insurer to start operations in Gift City. So what has happened recently? Let's just discuss this. So India's first life insurance company limited has become the first Indian life insurer to start operations in Gujarat International Fintech Tech City, Gandhinagar. So please remember, this is very important, that it is the India's first life Indian life insurer, and the name is India First Life. It has been launched. It has been started as an operation in Gujarat International Finance Tech City, that is Gandhinagar. So it also known as the Gift City. India First Life inaugurated the International Financial Service Insurance Office at the Gift City to provide foreign currency denominated life insurance solutions. The company is expanded to international customers. Product called the India First Life, designed for global Indians. The initiative intends to serve global customers through partner bank and selected broker partners. So remember the thing. Gautam Adani becomes the first India's richest man who ruined India Rich List. So recently what has happened? Try to understand all these things. So recently Hurun India Rich List 2024 13th edition released Gautam Adani, chairman of the Adani Group, topping the list with a net worth of 11,61,800 crore. Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries Limited, ranks second at 10,14,700 crore, followed by Shiv Nadar and family of the HCL Technology. Shiv Nadar is the founder and the CEO of HCL Technologies at third with the 3,14,000 crore. Radha Vembu of Zoho is the wealthiest self-made woman with worth rupees 47,500 crore. The billionaire capital of Asia is Mumbai, and the list as the preferred city among billionaires in India. So remember, according to Hurun India Richest List, the number one person is Mr. Gautam Adani. Government of India appointed Satish Kumar Vaduguri as the interim chairman of IOCL, Rajneesh Narang as the interim CMD of HPCL. So recently, the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas has appointed Satish Kumar Vaduguri as the interim chairman of the Indian Oil Corporation Limited, replacing Shrikant Radha Madhav Vaidya. So remember that the Government of India has appointed the new interim chairman for Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Rajneesh Narang has been appointed as the interim chairman and managing director of the HPCL now, replacing Pushpa Kumar Joshi. Both appointments are for 3 months, effective from 1st of September. Satish Kumar Vaduguri is currently the director of the IOCL, and Rajneesh Narang is the director of HPCL. Now they have been given an additional charge to be the chairman of IOCL and chairman of HPCL respectively. NHPC SECC Realtel and SJVN gain Navratan status. So recently 4 new companies have been given the Navratan status. It includes the NHPC, Solar Energy Corporation of India, Railtel Corporation of India, which we just talked about, and Satlaj Jal Vidyut Nigam. This brings the total number of Navratan companies in India to 25. Remember this point. This is very important. This can be asked directly in your exams, especially in railway exams and SSC exams. Navratan status provided these entities with increased financial and operational autonomy. So 4 companies, NHPC, another one is the Solar Energy Corporation of India, another one is Railtel, and another one is Satlaj Jal Vidyut Nigam. They have been given the status of Navratna. RBI imposes penalties on Yuko Bank and Cent Bank Home Finance Limited. So Reserve Bank of India, they have levied penalties on two financial entities for regulatory non-compliance. So Yuko Bank has been fined rupees 2.68 crore for violating provisions related to the current account openings and deposit interest rates and fraud classification. So generally, please understand that under the Regulation Act of 1949, if any bank is found in under any kind of irregularity or any kind of thing that they have not done according to the guidelines or compliance of the RBI, then the banks are being penalized. So now RBI has penalized which bank? Yuko Bank and Cent Bank Home Finance Limited for some kind of irregularities in their deposit interest rates and current account openings. The Cent Bank Home Finance Limited has been fined with rupees 2.1 lakh for adhere to know your customer regulations. RBI clarified that these penalties are imposed for regularity compliance issues and do not impact the validity of transactions or agreements. So they have also one thing they also verified that it does not mean that any kind of transaction or something has been hampered. It is just the thing that they are particularly violating some of the regulations. So that is why they have been fined. Indian Navy commissioned INS Arighat, second Arihant class submarine in Visakhapatnam. So recently, INS Arighat, the second Arihant class SSBN, was commissioned into the Indian Navy at the Visakhapatnam in the presence of Union Minister Rajnath Singh. So remember, this is the second Arihant class submarine, and particularly it has been commissioned in Visakhapatnam. The name is Arighat. Arihant retains the same reactor and dimensions at INS Arihant but includes several technological upgrades. So first category or the first submarine that was implemented under this category was INS Arihant. Okay, and now INS Arihant has also been included under the Arihant class submarine. Submarine was constructed under the Advanced Design and Manufacturing Technology R&D, highly skilled workmanship. So some new type of R&D has been done and new type of skills has been added. INS Arighat is expected to operate under the Strategic Forces Command responsible for India's nuclear arsenal. So for this purpose, INS Arihant and INS Arighat has been added into the second particular type of submarine under the INS Arihant class. We have already discussed about this. Air Chief Marshal VR Chaudhary launches first comic book in Heroes of IAF series. So, Sapno Ki Udan is related to space technology so that the youth can be particularly moved towards space technology. And these are the two new books, Find Your Calling and The Boira Boys. So, these books are related to the particular stories of the Indian Air Force that includes the particular stories from 1971 Indo-Pak War and about the stories, some of the stories of the Air Marshal, the Air Force Arjun Singh, and regarding other things related to the Indian Air Force, so that the students or the candidates can be influenced towards Indian Air Force. Indian Army launches Project Naman, Sparsh enabled service central nationwide. So remember, Indian Army initiated the first phase of Project Naman. The aim is to dedicate support and service to the defense pensioners, veterans, and their families. So all the people who are now defense pensioners and veterans and their families, they are now being supported under this particular scheme called Naman. It has been inaugurated by the Chief of Army Staff, Mr. General Upendra Dwivedi, and Mrs. Sunita Dwivedi, his wife, President of the Army Wives Welfare Association. The project is a significant step towards enhancing the care and support of the defense community. So it has been done under the enabled service centers nationwide, that is called Naman. ISRO successfully demonstrated satellites technique to study ocean and soil parameters. So ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, it has recently completed 55 years in India and successfully demonstrated a technique to collect data on soil moisture, surface inundation, and of ocean surface winds and wave measurement. These two things are really required. First is the soil. If we talk about, it helps the farmers in getting to know that what kind of crops can be cultivated and what is the particular parameters that their soil is up to and what is the fertility of the soil. So for that purpose, satellites help. And on the other side, ocean surface wind and wave measurement. This is also done by using the GNSSR satellite based sensor. The GNSSR instrument developed by ISRO, Space Application Center, India's first space-borne precision receiver. The raw data collected is being processed at ISRO's National Remote Sensing Center in Hyderabad using algorithm and data processing software. The technique enhances ISRO's capabilities in environmental monitoring and data collection. So this has all been done under the ISRO's new mission that is called a GNSS-R instrument. England cricketer David Milan announced retirement from international cricket. So if you are enthusiastic regarding cricket, you must know his name. He is a hard hitter from England and an opening batsman. So David Milan, the former world number one T20 batter, announced his retirement from international cricket. He last played for England at the ICC Cricket World Cup and has scored 1,892 runs in T20s, 1,415 ODIs and 1,074 in Test. He was the fastest player to reach 1,000 runs in T20 and topped the ICC Men's T20 ranking in 2020. So remember this thing, this is very important, that recently he particularly declared his retirement. And remember this point, this is very important because this question may come into your exam, that who is the fastest player to reach 1,000 runs in T20? So that is David Milan. Milan was the part of England's winning squad in the 2022 ICC Men's T20 World Cup held in Australia. Bihar CM Nitish Kumar inaugurated Sports University in Rajgriha on National Sports Day. National Sports Day lies on 29th of August to commemorate the birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand. So Chief Minister Nitish Kumar inaugurated a trio of state-of-the-art sports facilities in Rajgriha. The facilities include sports academy, sports complex, and a sports university. The inauguration took place on National Sports Day, as I said, on 29th of August. These new facilities are expected to revolutionize the athletic landscape of Bihar, influence sports development across India. And also, I would like to add in this that soon the Asian Women Championship in hockey is going to be held in Bihar only, and that is in Rajgriha. Okay, so remember that one more thing in this. So remember that Nitish Kumar inaugurated the sports facility on National Sports Day. Mona Agarwal won her first Paralympic bronze medal. Mona Agarwal secured a bronze medal in the women's 10-meter air rifle standing SH1 event at the 2024 Paralympics. So remember the name Mona Agarwal. Remember one more name, that is Until. Until was one other person from Paralympics. He won gold medal in javelin throw. Remember Neeraj Chopra? Neeraj Chopra won silver medal in javelin throw, but in Paralympics, Antal was another person who won gold medal. She faced numerous challenges leading up to the competition, particularly balancing her responsibilities as a mother with her ambition as an athlete. Her journey to the podium was marked by both athletic excellence and personal determination. So remember her name. Her name is Mona Agarwal. International Day of the Victim of Enforced Disappearances. So basically on 30th of August, United Nations commemorate the day to the International Day of the Victim of Enforced Disappearances to raise awareness about the enforced or involuntary disappearances around the world. So every year it is happening to a lot of people that they disappear without knowing to anyone, and we don't have even any clue regarding them that where have they gone. So for that purpose, the particular day is dedicated. The first ever International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearance was observed on 30th August 2011. The day also highlights the adoption of International Convention of Protection of All Persons from the Enforced Disappearance. National Small Industry Day on 30th August. National Small Industry Day is observed on 30th of August to recognize contribution of small scale industries in the country's economic growth. As you know also that Indian government is also supporting MSMEs a lot. They are providing schemes and banking loans on very less interest to support these type of industries. The day also highlights various government program policies aiming to support and promoting small industries. The Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 2000 introduced the new comprehensive policy package for the small scale industries sector at the first ever national conference. The Government of India has been celebrating the National Small Industry Day, first observed in 2001. International Day for the People of African Descent. So recently, the International Day for the People of African Descent is observed. That means the indigenous people of Africa. That is on 31st of August. This day marks a significant milestone in the global recognition of the contribution challenges faced by the individuals of the African descent worldwide. So this day is basically though for those people who are not living in Africa but in other countries, and day to day they have to face a lot of things. So for that purpose, to commemorate, create awareness, this day is dedicated. The observance also approached the conclusion of International Decade for People of African Descent. The initiative was launched by the United Nations General Assembly to safeguard the human rights of people of African descent, particularly in the Americas. Subashri appointed as the MD and CEO of Shriram Capital. So recently, what has happened that Subashri Shriram, she has been appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of Shriram Capital Private Limited. So remember her name. She is particularly serving as a joint MD, and she has been with Shriram Group since 1991. She has held the position of Executive Director, Chief Financial Officer at the Shriram City Union Finance. Subhashri is the Fellow of Institute of Company Secretaries of India (ICSI) and Institute of Cost Accountants of India (ICAI). Kerala Tourism clinches PATA Gold Award 2024 for the Innovation Holiday Heist campaign. So basically, Kerala is a center of tourism in India. If you want to know more about tourism, you can go to Kerala. Kerala is a very beautiful place, and all the places you can visit, you can just fantasize about them. So Kerala Tourism has won the prestigious Pacific Asia Travel Association Gold Award. The award recognizes state innovative online contest, holiday heist, and digital marketing campaign category. The accolade further cements Kerala's position as a leader in creative tourism promotion. The achievement is a significant milestone for Indian tourism on the global stage. So, for this purpose, Kerala has been awarded the PATA Gold Award 2024. And that's it in this session. I hope you learned a lot in this session, particularly, and we will meet in another session and take a look at the things what we have to understand. So, till then, bye bye, take care, everyone, and see you soon.